So here's my update for Project Farmhouse Day 22, working solo. I got all my plumbing lined up the way I wanted it. So I actually moved the pressure tank. I had the pressure tank turned 90 degrees and I had it that way because the electric line wasn't long enough. But what I did was I put the electrical line in a flex cable to a junction box. And then I ran a new flex cable wire to the front of the pressure tank so that I could turn it. And then I had the water inlet coming in over here. You can come in from either side, so I swapped it. I swapped it so the water's coming in here, and now it's going out. And then I went this way with it, and then to the sediment filter. This is an acid neutralizer because the water is really acidic, and I didn't put a bypass valve on this on purpose because I don't want it bypassed. I mean, if I have to cut it out, I will if there's an emergency, but I don't want this ever being bypassed because I don't want acidic water in the house anymore because it ruined all the copper, and it'll still eat all your fixtures. Then it goes to the water softener. So there I did put a bypass valve. And then it has its own shut-off valves, so I didn't add any more shut-off valves there. And then it's going to, this is going to be a carbon filter, a whole house carbon filter. So again, 2 shut-off valves and a bypass valve. And then from there, I'm going up into the house and teed it in for the hot water heater. There's a shut-off valve for the hot water heater if you ever need to service it. And then that's going the cold water to the washing machine, and it's going to go that way to a petcock outside. And then I teed it off here. That's going to the hopper sink. And then again, I put another tee there. It'll go to the toilet, and then it'll come over here to the sink. And then I started going this way with it. And then I'm calling it a day. I'm going to go watch the birds play, but there's another update for Project Farmhouse Day 22. I'm just going to try to do the cold water line all the way, and then I'll come back and do the hot water line. So I got some makeshift tables that I used from down here. I just turned a couple of trash cans over and put a board over it, but it doesn't look organized, but I actually know where everything is. I'm fairly organized, but I'm calling it a day. I'm feeling good. I did have to run to Home Depot or Lowe's for a couple of parts here and there, but it's looking good. And then the other thing I did was I had to redo this electric line coming in. You can kind of see the holes where the wire was connected to the wall. And unfortunately, it was connected to this new breaker right here, but it wasn't in the box. So I ripped it out completely. I'll run a new 10-2 cable. I'll run it up, and then I'll put it in some EMT conduit coming down, and I'll put a junction box right here, and then I'll transition it to a flex cable, and I'll come inside the hot water heater. So I'm doing a little bit of electrical work at the same time, just because I didn't like that cable that was there. He obviously pulled it out of a pile from like 30 years ago, and it just didn't look right. Something was wrong. But it actually has been taking me quite a while to get this done because he has the vent disconnected for the dryer, and there's just dust bunnies everywhere, all on the wall. You can still even kind of see remnants of it maybe, but I swept this out for 4 hours, just sweeping all kinds of stuff. I even had to take the dust bunnies off the ceiling. You can even still see them over here. See all the cobwebs and dust bunnies? That was from him blowing the dryer down here, and it just put lint in the air, and all these cobwebs are all over the place. So anyway, I knocked it all down here. I knocked all the cobwebs and dust bunnies down, including on the wall. I had to sweep this whole area. It was a really hot mess. But once I once I finish running the plumbing downstairs for the first floor, I really should start cleaning up, and then I'll figure out how to get to the upstairs. So there you go.